Hello and welcome to Casually Nerds. It's Brave Frontier Season 19. I'm Cloudos and we are doing little farming again. Yes, but this time I'm introducing you a method that could score more points. However, do take caution that this method will take a significant amount of time invested per all. So if you want the quick method, go back to the previous video that I have posted. Okay, without further ado. So middle farming, we are gonna use a this heavenly let's see with this one. Okay, so this is breaker. I guess I use you. Right, we are again gonna take a Marauder set. So yes, this is my team. It looks like the previous one, but it's a bit modified. So I do have Kira as the leader, Gamma X Flag Flower. I have Diana with a Steeple Rose, Malice Jewel. I think you could go for better attack base stat spheres if you have. I'm just, well, I don't want to disrupt my setup too much, so yeah. So I have Xenia with Heavenly Butt and Obsidian Core Amplifier, Libera, Lamb Gem, Buffer Jewel. I actually don't really need Lamb Gem. Maybe a bit more Spark. Let's go a bit more Spark. So the whole idea, is trying to get more Spark. I guess Steeple Rose then. I should replace the Lamb Gem instead. Oh, anyway, yeah. So the whole idea is critical to stack on crits and sparks. So let me see if I have an attacking attacker, and I will just use buffer. Okay. Yes, like I said, you could use better Holy Aid to add the critical damage. You could use Altos Blade, but I'm not using it because I don't want to disrupt it. My auto in my arena setup. Right, and we have a friend, Zedius. Now, why Zedius is because the leader skill is kind of like Kira's, except there's no condition that you must use a light or dark. The critical damage output is similar, I think same as for Kira. Or you could use Dion, because Earth and Thunder is like the Kira for Earth and Thunder. So Dion works, Kira works, whatever ally pick. Of course, Zedius would be best because it's non-conditional on element. Or if you already have a Zedius in your team, yeah, well, you could play around with it. Anyway, the whole strategy here, let's get to it, is to score on critical damage. Again, we are going for high damage to get score on points, middle farming. So before I actually begin, what I want to show you is the... Hang on a second. So okay, yeah. So I want to show you the wikia rather. So if you see for Uncharted Frontier middle. Basically all the middles are same, it doesn't matter whether middle 19 or 18 or whatever. You can see that the round 1 is always gonna be 6. It's always gonna be 6. So the thing is that the first round you don't have break burst, right? So how are you gonna score on the 6? And they give you 6. So it's actually very good to score in the first round if you have your brave burst. So that's what we are gonna try to do. The other rounds we should look at is round 3, which you might be unlucky and get this 3, or you could get 6 as well. Round 4, don't let your hopes be too high. You're gonna get 1 single target or 2 targets. It'll be very rare if you have the 6 target, but if you do, good for you. And then round 5 is gonna be like maybe 50-50 if it's like that, but I think it's more rigged towards having you 3 opponents instead. But with that said, we are going to aim for round 1, round 3, and the last round. So we do skip round 2, although there's 4, but we are trying to bang $1 on the getting the 6. What am I talking about? Let me just go back to the game. What we're talking about is we're going to charge up overdrive and UBB, and the way to do that is to play Diana. So let me show you what I mean. This is what I'm going to do. Yes, I'm not going to get the 1 turn bonus or the 3 turn bonus, but you will see that this bonus doesn't matter with this method. So as you can see, when I'm guarding, Diana's BB is increasing because of her extra skill. She increased BB over turn. So as you can tell already, this method is going to take a long while, continuing to guard all the way until Diana has full BB. One more turn. Okay, it's essential to use Diana, I guess, because of her BB. Basically, her BB doesn't damage anyone. It's a supportive Brave Burst. So we're gonna just use this, and this would give everybody a BB region buff. If I can just show you in the next turn, I guess. See, everybody will region buff. They also have the buff where they'll take BB, refill BB when they take damage. So yes, it's gonna be long. So I'm gonna fast forward this video and get back to you when everybody is full. Oh yeah, and whenever Diana's BB is up, I guess you can use it. So, you know, because her effect only buff lasts for only 3 turns, so you could just use it. And we just keep continue guarding. Okay, so fast forwarding begins. Okay, and welcome back from fast forward. As you can see, I have full SBB on everyone already. Everyone, not just 3, since I only can have 3 fusion. And now I have it on everyone because of this Diana method. But I'm still guarding because I'm waiting for my overdrive to charge up, where I can do more damage. So now my overdrive is charged up, and the reason why I focus on 3 stages, 3 rounds just now when I show you the weak gear is because overdrive is a buff. Right. What I mean by that is when you use overdrive, it's actually a buff. You can see an icon over whoever who uses it, and this buff lasts only 3 turns. So you cannot use this same method of using Diana to charge the thing within 3 turns. You have to use the fusion, unfortunately. If not, the buff is gone, your overdrive is literally wasted. So yeah, so you can only bring 3 fusions in, and you need to focus which 3 rounds you want to basically use the UBB. And in this setup, I'm gonna use Cloudos UBB because it's critical damage up, and it was stacked with Reese. So I'm just gonna use the overdrive, and you can see it has this little icon buff on its head. It is a buff. It is gonna last only 3 turns. So we use fusion, and as usual in this method we're gonna use attack potion. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cast Reese first because he's gonna add the critical rate up. Then we cast Cloudos for the critical damage up, and then Xenia, I guess, and Libera for some element change. If you don't have Libera, actually Quaid would be a better option here because there's more elements buff, but I still don't have Quaid. Yeah, well, I'm just using what I have. So you can definitely do better than me if you have the Quaid or whatever else. So yeah, so let's just do it. Cloudos. Try not to get this wrong because, you know, kind of crucial that you do get it right. After all that guarding, you know, you don't want to mess up. And we take this, and there is our score, 4 million on the first round. It's hot in here. 4 million on the first round. This, if all goes well, if I could encounter the 6, it might actually beat my high score of what you see here. So let's go to the next round, shall we? 4 opponents, like I previously mentioned, we're gonna bang in on the first round, third round, and 5th round. If the 3rd round and 5th round is lucky for us. Well, yeah, playing middle does have to deal with a bit of luck. So this one, we're not gonna use that overdrive thing. We'll just do it normally. Would be Reese, Xenia, Libera, I guess. Cloudos. Oops. So just normal high attack. Oh, I forgot to use my attack potion. Please use your attack potion. Yeah, well, okay. Only 12 million. Aha, so yes, we were lucky. We get the 6 opponents instead of the 3. So we are going to just guard again until the overdrive is full, which will take a long time. So fast forward. Okay, welcome back. So, same thing again. Right. Fusion on Zidius, attack potion must use. I forgot to use it on the previous one, my bad. Could get high score if you did. And we let it rip. So we got close to 4 million again. Pretty impressive. And it could be even more impressive if you know. So okay, so battle 4 we unfortunately didn't get these 6 units. If you do get a 6, do the same method on this one, because you never know, the battle 5 you might just get 3. So once you get 6, just use. If not, well. And yeah, and in the previous battle, if you do get the 3, just use it on the 3. It's still better than coming here with a high chance of 2 targets and 1 target. Yeah. So just use it on the 3 target, even if you see 3 targets. Well, if you will really want to score a very high score, but if you want to do it fast, this is not the way. So, although there are 2 opponents, we could still use. We could go by just spamming ORBB. We don't have to worry about not filling up later on because of this diameter method. So, Thunder and Light Mouth boost weaker. Okay. But of course, critical precedes that. I'm sorry, I don't have Zedius, so I didn't really pay attention to what his SBB actually does. So if you do, however, get a ghost or something like that, it's good to have Kira here, because Kira's BB ignores defense. And you could just dish out the maximum damage. So you can see here with 2 opponents, I didn't charge my Brave Burst, but it doesn't matter because I can charge it here. And lucky enough, I get 6, so yay! So yes, so I'm gonna charge it here by doing Diana's Brave Burst and have everyone guard. Again, you get the drill until we get the overdrive. The damage wouldn't be too high in mid, so even so when you guard, you have more defense as well. If you do get a 3 opponent, a 3 target in this final stage, they do deal a bit more damage, but it should not be a problem still for this stage of the game if your units are trained full. Even if you don't have high stats, like my Kira here has probably the lowest defense stat because it's a breaker, and I didn't equip any stat up spheres, but he could still guard all the way till the overdrive is full and no problem. And if you do feel that he's gonna die, so you have 10 elixir here to heal up. Yeah, don't worry about using items, you're not going for the no item bonus, which is useless in this play. So as usual, we're just gonna guard. Again, stay tuned, folks. Fast forward. Okay, so as you can see, Kira is really the one with the lowest defense, so he's taking all the damage. Yeah, and also they could do this defend, decrease status element, and they done it on Kira, which was, well, he was taking quite a number of damage even when he's guarded, so I end up using 2 elixir. I also had to use the pure elixir to remove that status. So right now we want to remove this using the pure elixir as well. We don't care about the decreased defense, but more about the decrease in attack. But why not, huh? So once again, same procedure. And we'll see how that goes. Right. Okay, so maybe 4 million. Great. Awesome, and you can see the score is already 1.5 million. Beaten my high score. Let's see what shall we get. What we gonna get? 70k maybe? I mean 700k I guess. Right. So sure 765 909 service points. Yeah, you could do better if you quit maybe. And also, if you're gonna switch for more critical damage boosting spheres, in terms of damage, not in terms of critical chance, because Reese will already do that. If you don't have Reese, Griff, if you have Griff's extra skill, or you could always use Kira. You know, yeah. So this is the Diana method. You need Diana. If you don't have Diana, you could actually use anyone that fills BB, but you have to equip that unit with a BB overturn, BB fill overturn sphere or something like that. I'm not sure what other units have that BB fill overturn extra skill. So if you don't have, you need to use spheres. So it's a bit lower on damage, but I didn't really use all that great of spheres in this setup either. So you saw the Malice and Buffer Jewel. That could actually go away even for, I don't know, Sky Harbinger or something. But you can't do Amano Habaken or anything that's turn-based spheres or whatever they're called. I don't think they have an official name. Basically, they boost your attack only for the first few turns. Best I see is boost up to first 4 turns. If not, the Buffer Jewel would actually even be better than Amano Habaken, because you're gonna go and do all the guarding and all that, which takes a lot of time. Yeah, and time is something that I know most of us are busy people, so this is just for the knowledge, I guess, to us. And maybe if you do find time, you can want to try this. But if you do have a lot of time on your hands, like I don't know why, but you can essentially max out every hunter orb that you have, and especially if you're free to play, because every orb is kind of precious. You don't really want to use gems to replenish orbs if you're free to play. So yeah, so this is the one of the other methods that could score higher but take a longer time. So yeah, so hey, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, why not give me a subscribe? It would help this channel a lot, and it will also give you updates if I post anything like this again. Well, and yeah, and do give a like if you like this method, if you find it helpful to you, or write a comment if you want to know whether you could change the setup. I do read all the comments, and I'll try my best to get back to you when I can. So yeah, and that'll be all for this video. Keep your nerd on. I'll see you in another video pretty soon. Okay, bye bye.